Oh my goodness. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians series recap slash preview live stream. And what I just witnessed today was probably one of the mushiest mush brain moments I've ever seen from our lovely manager, Terry Francona. Don't get me wrong, Tito is a legend. You know, he's a legend. But watching this team and seeing his lineup decisions and what he does during, in-game management and stuff, his in-game management is makes me want to freaking throw something. His lineups usually all right. We can tolerate it. It's just this dude's love affair with two certain players that we all know. He has a love affair with them. It's almost like he puts their names in Sharpie in the lineup every freaking day. And when they aren't in the lineup, we all know damn well they're going to be in the lineup at some point as a pinch hitter or pinch runner. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the Phillies series, and then I will preview the upcoming Kansas City Royals series at home, as we are now just about a week away from the trade deadline. And earlier today, Jim Bowden, who I guess is he does MLB content and stuff on the radio. He's like an analyst. He covers the MLB for CBS Sports. He, I guess, was doing interviews with some GMs and such. And he had Chris Antoinetti on. And this is what essentially Chris had to say. As you see the tweet from Jim up top. And I quote, Chris Antoinetti, president, #Guardians, shared with us that they are looking for both a complimentary bat and a starting pitcher. So what essentially this means is they're going to try to go out and acquire pieces, but then in the end, they're going to do nothing, and then they're going to come out with but we tried, we had options, but, we didn't want to break up the core, or we didn't want to ruin the vibe of the clubhouse, or we didn't want to do this, or we didn't want to do that, or we don't want to do this, we didn't want to do that. You didn't want to make a trade because you didn't want to get rid of any prospects. I swear, ever since 2016, Chris Antoinetti and company have become more and more in love with their prospects. As we've seen many times through history, you don't know what prospects are going to become, right? Do I have to bring up the Pedro Martinez thing again? Because I will. Yeah, for any of you out there who didn't know, the Guardians, or at the time, the Indians, could have had Pedro Martinez. Hall of Fame pitcher. They could have had him. He could have been an Indian. That would have been disgusting. With the way our lineup was, hoo-hoo, damn. But no, Jared Wright was the guy that I think it was the Expos wanted. And didn't work out. So instead, Boston swoops in, they take him, and the rest is history. In fact, let me look this up real quick here for you guys. Yeah. Would they have won the World Series in '98 with Pedro? Probably. with the way our lineup was, that was at the tail end of that dominant run with our lineup. Let me look up. Oh yeah. Wow. So this is what was inevitably traded for Pedro. Okay. So he was traded by Montreal. Well, what's actually funny is in 1993, Pedro was acquired by the Expos for Delino de Shields or Delino. Yeah, not the younger one. Obviously, this is his father, who is I think a first base coach for the Reds. I want to say. Then in 1997, Expos acquired, Expos traded him to the Boston Red Sox for Carl Pavano and a player to be named later. Yeah, that was in November 1997. Wow. Which means he would have been on the team in 98. That would have been gnarly. But I know some people are gonna say, "Crazy dog, you gotta stop being so negative." This team makes me that way. They do. They make me negative. They piss me off. I mean, what else is there to really do? Right? What else is there to really do? Hmm? Yeah, nothing. This team ain't doing a damn thing. We all know it. We all know they ain't doing a damn thing at the deadline. Chris Antoinetti just said that to get the fan base's ears perked up, get them interested. Right? Get them interested. And then what's going to happen is, like I said, 6 o'clock p.m. is going to come around on Tuesday, August 1st. And our beat writers are going to tweet, "Nothing done for the Guardians. They stand pat." Again. And then people are going to get pissed off on Twitter. Or X, I guess, as it's going to be called now. I don't know. Stupid. Freaking Elon Musk. Always got to do something crazy, right? And everyone's going to get pissed off, and I'm going to be here thinking, I knew this was going to happen the entire time. I'll be shocked if they make a trade. I really will be. If they do make a trade, it's going to be just like last year. They're going to trade like some like small tier stuff. Like it's going to be like a minor league deal. Yeah, it's not even going to be worthy of even making a video for. Like last year when they traded for, what was it, Ian Hamilton. Really? Uh, but anyways, as I'm checking Twitter just to make sure nothing's happened, you never know. You never ever know. Something could break literally at the very second I freaking do this stream. And of course, the Twins won, so yeah, that's lovely. This team is so unserious. But anyways, let's talk about what went down in this series against Philly. And first game of the series, the Guardians had Gavin Williams on the mound. And one thing to note is he struggled with location. He's been having troubles with that all year so far, especially when it's not Bo behind the plate. But anyways, Josh Bell would get the scoring started for the Guardians with a RBI double, and then David Fry, a name you're going to hear quite a bit in this video, in this stream, singled in a run, 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 Guards right off the bat. And then top of the third, Nick Castellanos would ground out, but they would score a run, made it 2-1. Bottom four, Quan would single in a run. And then bottom five, David Fry strikes again with an RBI ground out. on a force out. Run scores, made it 4-1. And then top of the sixth, they walked Kyle Schwarber with bases loaded, which obviously there's nowhere to put him. So runner scores, made it 4-2. And then bottom six, Ahmed Rosario, RBI single, made it 5-2. And then right after that, Josh Naylor, RBI single, 6-2. And we're feeling good. 6-2, comfortable lead. You know, they took out Williams. And then top seven comes up. And Nick Sandlin gives up back-to-back blasts on pitches that weren't really bad. They were more inside, which a lot, of course, you know, if you can tuck your arms in and be able to get the bat on it. Yeah, of course, like Real Muto and Stop did. Both pitches were actually inside, so they weren't really bad, per se. And not a lot of people swing at those pitches. But yeah, of course they did. So it's 5-6, Guardians lead. And that would actually be the only one they get. Those are the last runs they get. So, of course, we have to stress out over a one-run victory. Class A goes out, gets the job done. Yeah, we feel good. Feel good. The win, of course, went to Stefan, 5-4, 3.21 ERA. Suarez took the loss. He's 2-5, 4.07 ERA. Class A nails down his 26th save of the year. 3.22 ERA for my closer. So, overall, yeah. What's up, Yusuf? Of course, what's up, Scott? Figured you'd be here. So then we go to game 2 of the series. And what we witnessed last night might have been one of the most masterful masterclasses ever. Tanner Bybee on the mound. Oh, by the way, I didn't go through the pitchers and how they did, but yeah, first game, you gotta find it now. Hang on, first game. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, first game of the series in terms of how the pitchers did. Yeah, like I said, Gavin had trouble. He was all over the place. 4 innings, 5 hits, only 1 run allowed. 1 run, 4 walks, 3 Ks. Yeah, he's got to fix those walk issues. That ball could not stay in the zone at all. And then Suarez went 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. So, yeah, offense luckily woke up and gave Gavin enough run support. And then the bullpen had to help us, had to make us stress out. But other than Sandlin and Morgan, they were all solid. Class A got his save. And he continues to be up and down like crazy, but he's looked good. He's barely pitched since the All-Star break, but yeah, I mean, he was pitching a lot before the break. I was actually getting concerned that his arm was going to fall off or turn to gelatin. So then we go to game number 2, and like I said, it was the most masterful masterclasses ever performed that I've ever seen from this team. Tanner Bybee was on the mound, and yeah, it was amazing. 7 innings, 2 hit, shutout, 8 strikeout, 1 walk baseball. That's it. It's insane how good he was. And it's because Bo was behind the plate too. Bo can call a good game. Wheeler on the mound for the Phillies. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run allowed on the derpiest hit imaginable. 8 Ks, 1 walk. Yeah. We scored the 1 run on arguably the derpiest hit I've ever seen. Not even kidding. The ball somehow, some way landed in between not one, not two, but three Philly defenders. Three Philly fielders were out there. Castellanos, Marsh, I believe it was, who was the second baseman? Let me look here. It was Stott. Yeah, it was Stott. All three guys had a chance at it. Stott kind of gave up on it. He didn't think I don't think he knew he was going to get there, so he just kind of stopped chasing it. Castellanos, I think, was the closest, but he wasn't even really close. That ball was just perfectly dropped. You couldn't drop it any better if you took the ball and just dropped it on the ground in front of him. And somehow we scored. Luckily, because there was 2 outs, and of course, when there's 2 outs and the ball is hit to the air, the runners are usually just going to run through it until the out is recorded. In this case, the run wasn't recorded, and Rosario with the hustle wound up scoring, and that was it. So Tanner Bybee got the win, 6-2, 3.04 ERA. Wheeler took the loss. He's 7-5 with a 3.88 ERA. And Clase got this 27th save of the year. He has a 3.15 ERA. Like I said, yeah, Wheeler 7 innings, Bybee 7 innings. Both pitchers gave up a combined 1 run. They gave up a combined 7 hits, had a combined 16 Ks, and 2 walks. Talk about a pitcher's duel. The definition of a pitcher's duel right there. And thank God, Bybee did so good because today's game was a bullpen game. And early on, wasn't really looking that good. Curry was on the mound for the Guardians up against Aaron Nola. And Nola looked solid for a bit. And then the homers started happening. He went 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 7 Ks, and 2 home runs from known power hitter Stephen Kwan and Andres Jimenez. Because, of course. Curry, on the other hand, like I said, had a little bit of trouble early on, but he locked in. Went 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 3 walks, and 3 Ks. I'm just happy he didn't take the loss. I don't really care if we lose. It's just I hate seeing starters take bad losses like this one. Now, right off the bat, like I said, we were up 2-0. Thanks to the home runs and such. But then, of course, the Phillies would respond with 2 runs in the top of the 5th. After Jose also grounded out to a base hit, but grounded out into a run scoring 2. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, because, we were up 3-0. We literally scored a run every inning, the first 3 innings. And then the 5th comes up. They scored 2 on a Schwarber RBI single. Wow. And then top of the 6th, after Schwarber and Harper grounded out and had a single by Schwarber and Harper grounded out, made it 3-3. Top of the 6th, Brandon Marsh would RBI single, 4-3. And it would be 4-3 all the way up until the bottom of the 9th. Now, I swear, I bet you if Andres could go back to that inning, he wouldn't swing. Straw was on first. Okay, here's how it sets up. Straw comes in after Josh Bell gets to first base. All right, cool. Tying run is at first. Winning runs at the plate. Set yourself up for something really good. Well, in terms of how it went, Bell singled. They brought in Miles Straw to pinch run, which I can understand that because Bell cannot run for crap. And then Andres, I believe on the first pitch, it was the 3rd pitch. third pitch he faced. They were taking off on it. Straw had a fantastic jump. He would have been on second. Then he fouls it off. And the very next freaking pitch, which was low out of the zone, he swings and it's a double play. So right off the bat, there's 2 out. And it, of course, because this team infuriates me, the very next batter, David Fry, 2 pitches in, solo shot to left field, ties the game. That could have been a walk-off if, Andres didn't have a mush brain moment. Because Andres was acting like it was like a full count. The pitch you fouled off would have been a ball, most likely. Unless this umpire rings you up, which would be stupid. But actually, even then, it would have been a strike regardless, actually. It would have been, even if it was a strike, it's 1-2 count, and now you have a runner at second. No threat of a double play. But he can't resist swinging at the high stuff. He hit the homer in Chicago against the Cubs on a high pitch that he somehow got contact on, and it went out of the yard. Now this dude literally cannot stop swinging at that stuff. That homer might have been the worst thing that happened for him, because now he can't stop swinging at it. Him doing that and Ahmed swinging at pitches that are low and away. It's like an auto swing glitch or something. I don't know. It pisses me off every time I see it. But yeah, Fry homered. Made it 4-4. And then Brennan struck out. Because, of course. Yep. Because this team just cannot stop swinging at, bad pitches. Like Jose. Many times. So then top of the 10th comes up. And for some reason they decide, yeah, let's leave Tim Herron in the game. And it goes exactly how you'd expect. They walk Turner. And then right after that, Bryce Harper RBI single made it 5-4. They bring in Trevor Stephan, and the bottom falls out. They got Castellanos to strike out, which isn't really hard because that dude is uber aggressive, like I've said before. They intentionally walked Bryson Stott, and then a sac fly by Realmuto made it 6-4. Bryson takes second base. And that was what they needed because Baum would then single and made it 8-4. And then Marsh grounded out. So, thanks to Mush Brain Tito for, using, keeping a pitcher in too long and then using the garbage bin known as Trevor Stephan. We're down 8-4. And they brought in Johan Rojas as they kept him in as the DH. Okay, and then Jeff Hoffman came in to replace Kimbrel, who blew his first save of the year, and he also had his 16-inning scoreless streak snapped. So Bo Naylor comes up and walks. In fact, he walked on 4 straight pitches, not even close. Stephen Kwan comes up, RBI single. All of a sudden, the Guardians are cooking. And then Freeman walked. Low key. For anyone who remembers the Tyler Chatwood epic implosion a couple years ago against Toronto, I believe it was, this is what it was shaping up to be like. An epic implosion by the pitcher. Then they brought in Junior Marte, and of course, they're facing our 2 best batters coming up. Jose and Naylor, bases loaded, nobody out. All you need to do, base hit, and it's a 1-run game. If you gap it, all 3 runs could score. You have 3 guys on base who can run. There's no sloths on base at all. Bo Naylor's at third. Yeah, Bo Naylor's at third. So he might be the slowest one on the feet on the freaking bases, and he's right at third. A base hit could probably tie the game. But then, for some reason, Jose Ramirez is thinking, home run peach? There was not a single pitch. He faced 5 pitches to start. Not a single one was in his zone. This dude legit swung at ball 4 twice. I even tweeted after the Kwan, base hit. I tweeted, this is going to be a generational tease. Funny thing is, I tweeted that last year before the Josh Naylor Grand Slam against the White Sox. I tweeted about how it's going to be, how they're teasing us. Getting bases loaded, making it look like, oh, this comeback is going to happen. Then before you know it, 3 straight outs happened. But that was awesome. I don't know if we're going to see that again. Jose comes up, and it's like, bro, just take the walk. This dude cannot locate. He's not going to throw anything to you. Jose is just like, no, me hit. Me try to hit. I won't be Barry Bonds. I won't be Bonds. Home run Peach. So he hits into a fly out, which wasn't deep enough to score a run, by the way. So 1 out there. And then Josh Naylor comes up. Yep. And his pitches were on the other end of the spectrum. Instead of being low and in, they were high and away, kind of. Barely, like they were borderline strikes. And he popped out on a pitch on the higher level part of the zone. Yep. So just like that, there's 2 out. And then, because of course, Miles Straw comes up. And of course, Tito lets him hit. Because I guess Tito figures at some point he's going to come up big, right? No. This dude will not hesitate to get Ahmed and Straw in the game. By the way, if you're wondering what happened to Ahmed today, the most predictable thing happened. So he came in as a pinch hitter for Cam Gallagher. Okay, you can understand. Then what happens is pitcher threw he threw 4 pitches. 3 of which were in the same exact spot. Low and away. You hit, everybody knows how to attack Ahmed. If you want to get him to swing, you want to trigger the auto swing glitch. Because let's be honest, this dude cannot resist it at all. You throw a knuckle curve or anything like that, low and away. He will swing every single time. Like he somehow thinks he's going to hit that pitch. If you threw nothing but knuckle curves or sliders in that spot to him 100 times, he'd be lucky to get a hit 5 times out of those 100. He can't stop swinging at it. Now, Miles Straw comes up, and we didn't expect anything out of him here. He comes up and does exactly what you expect. Soft ground out, game over. We take 2 out of 3. But honestly, this could have been a sweep if our offense was serious. And if our manager didn't have mush brain syndrome. But anyways, Kimbrel got the win. He's 6-1 with a 3.29 ERA. Heron got the loss, 1-1, 5.55 ERA. And then Marte got the save with a 5.33 ERA. And the crazy thing is, if they had maybe brought in Stefan for the full inning instead of bringing him in when there was already danger, I don't really think he had too many pitchers left because bullpen game. But, it's what kills me. I don't really know who else they even had in the bullpen. And not to mention, Hentges was kind of stinky today, too. But hey, like I said, it's 2 out of 3. I'll take it. Now we're 3 games out of first and 1 game under 500. Here we go again. Now it's like we're like on a roller coaster. Under, at, under, at, under, at, under. Like we're like barely, like we're like a dolphin that just barely breach the surface of the water. Like, we're barely head above water. And now we got 7 games coming up against the Royals and the White Sox. The White Sox are absolutely garbage. But then again, they're facing the Twins, so they can't help us out for that, of course. And we got Kansas City tomorrow. Who does Chicago play? They don't play anybody tomorrow. Minnesota plays Seattle again. I swear this team's gonna just. I don't even know. I don't even know why I even invest my freaking mental status on this team. It's like fighting a losing battle. But anyways, tomorrow it will be. I'm gonna say Cale Yarbrough. My God, that's a freaking NASCAR driver from many years ago. Just a Cale Yarbrough. God. Oh God, this team has fried my brain. But it'll be Ryan Yarbrough on the mound for the Royals tomorrow. He's coming off a loss to Detroit, a game where he gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks. His one other win he has 2 wins. One of his 2 wins came against the Guardians in the 9th, right before the break. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 5 Ks. So, yep, it'll be Yarbrough against Logan Allen, making his second start back from AAA. Against Yarbrough, nobody has really done anything except for Gallagher, Jimenez, and Ramirez all have RBIs on him. And then against Allen, they haven't done anything to him either, so that should be fun. Yarbrough is 2-5 with a 5.21 ERA, 23 strikeouts. Allen is 4-2 with a 3.21 ERA and 71 Ks. And if you're wondering, yes, I will be live for this game tomorrow. Yeah, I'm a psychopath. I'll be live for it, of course. For game 2 of the series, Zach Greinke 1-10 with a 5.40 ERA, 65 Ks against Aaron Savale 3-2, 271 ERA, 49 strikeouts. Of course, these two are going to face off. Greinke, only Bell has 2 RBIs, Kwan has an RBI, and Ramirez has 2 RBIs. But against Savale, Isbell, Massey, Olivares, Perez, and Waters all have home runs off of him. And then Isbell, Massey, Olivares, Perez, and Waters have RBIs. 1 for Isbell and Massey and Olivares, and then 2 RBIs apiece for Perez and Waters. Of course, we got to face Greinke. Of course. Wow. Greinke is really 1-10, though. That's insane. 1-10, 5.40 ERA, 65 Ks for Greinke. Savale is 3-2, 271 ERA, 49 Ks. And then the final game of the series will be Marsh, who's 0-4 with a 6.20 ERA and 24 Ks. Against, who would it be? I'm trying to think. Wouldn't be Gavin, would it? I think it would be. Yeah. I think it'll be Gavin. So, see how that goes. But obviously, you look at Greinke's last start. Let's see how he did. He took the loss. He went 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and a K and a strikeout. He's 0-5 in his last 7 starts. And he's 1-7 in his last 15. He's 0-5 with a 7.60 ERA, 34 innings, 49 hits, 29 runs allowed, 6 walks, 18 Ks. Okay, so I think we can definitely take this series. I mean, we better, because if we don't, I'm going to be pissed. And then we got Chicago. So, hopefully this goes well. Hopefully this goes well. Would you rather have AAA Arias? Honestly, I'd rather send Arias down and then DFA freaking Gallagher and all that other garbage. The White Sox blew runs in 2 innings. Yep. At least the Twins swept our opponents. Yeah, congratulations! You faced the lowly ass White Sox. Good job. Not much of an accomplishment. I mean, we were just facing the defending NL champs. No big deal. Yep. About time we play the White Sox. They might look a whole different team because they got sell written all over that team. And I'm gonna stop saying they need to sweep Royals or White Sox because every time I want them to sweep, they do the opposite. So essentially, I should say they're probably gonna get swept. This team would be the one that gets swept by Kansas City. I don't think it'll happen. They're probably gonna win like 1 out of 3 or something. I guess all we can do is just sit back and put on a smiley face and hope for the best, right? Yeah. We essentially got 7 games left in this. We got 8 games left before the trade deadline. Because we play again after the deadline's already passed on Tuesday in Houston. So really, I think if the Guardians do make a move, it could happen anytime during the next 7 days. Maybe 8 days too. But we'll see what happens. Not really looking like anything's going to happen though. But if I hear any rumors, I'll make a video or do a stream or whatever. Like if I see a tweet from any of the big time reporters saying the Guardians are closing in on a deal for somebody big, like if it was like Cody Bellinger or something, I will definitely go live and we'll wait for the trade to happen. But yeah, this was just classic mush brain moment. Mush brain. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all later. And what's up, Lightning? Read chat, Snuckles. What are you, freaking like one of those random freaking people that like says Snuckles? Who says Snuckles anymore? So stupid. I'm just gonna sit here and hope that they at least take 2 of 3 again. But we'll see. So with that being said, do you think that was a tough catch for Jose? Yeah. Running away from the plate, you're not like the ball is running along with you. You have to do an over the shoulder snag. Not a lot of guys can do that. If I was Jose, I'm trying to like run in front of it and then turn around and then run back underneath it to catch it. That would have been tough though. We honestly could have won this game. But yeah, we didn't. So on to Kansas City now. Yay. And also, if you're wondering, are the series at home or away? These series are at home. Yeah. And then after we're done with the Kansas City Royals, I believe we go to Chicago. Yeah, so we go to Chicago and then go to Houston. We don't have a home series until after the deadline. So we'll see if anything happens. But like I said, if anything is close, I'll go live or whatever and we'll react to the package if it happens. So with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow night for Guardians and Royals game 1. Let's get some good wins here, guys. Let's beat up on Kansas City again. Like we did before the break. But see what happens. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Go Guardians. And I'm out. I need Tito to stop being a freaking mush brain loser. He needs to freaking lock in. Too busy focusing on chewing seeds and stuff. Oh well. What else are you gonna do? Just the way it is, I guess. Alright, guys. Bye-bye. No.